Everyone, would you please stand for Mr. and Mrs. Tambanakis?
Be ready, whenever you feel. και το γαϊτάνι κι αφού το πλέκει κι από το βάρη αφεμάτο και το γαϊτάνι κι αφού το πλέκει το βάρη το μήνα το από πάνω
Θα πω δύο λόγια στα Uncut για τους περισσότερους. Σίγουρα αυτό παλιό to be free.
Δεν ακούμε. Θέλουμε και μετάφραση. Πιο δυνατά, πιο δυνατά.
Good evening everyone and thank you for coming from here and far to celebrate Rachel's birthday tonight. Up until the other day, unfortunately I didn't know anyone here because obviously the distance. Oh, you don't hear, sorry. Yeah.
Λουκά, άμα μπορείς να είναι λίγο πιο κοντά.
Λίγο πιο κοντά.
μικρόφωνο.
Here's a minute. Yeah, go sit over there, it'll be easier for me. So, up until the other day, unfortunately never had the pleasure of meeting all of you because of the obvious reason that I live here, always have done, and so I'm living in Wales. Well, that brings me on to what to say really. First of all, I'd like to mention that I'm leaving the important task and tell you all embarrassing stories to Simon, Adam and Killian, as they've had the unfortunate task of putting up with him more than me. But if we put all that aside, I've never felt right calling Tom my stepbrother. He's always been just my brother. For some it will be hard. For some it will be hard or weird, having three siblings coming out of nowhere. But from the earliest memories I've had with Tom, he's always been there as an older brother and always been there as someone that I can look up to. Always. I've come a lot closer in the past few years as I've grown up, but like, well, having more interesting conversations, more meaningful conversations like bums and boobies and all that. Which I'm glad he found someone that makes him happy, which he deserves, and that someone being Rachel Wicks looks absolutely stunning tonight. And finally, I'm extremely honoured of being part of this wedding. Not only is your best man, but I promise I won't do this. Not just as your best man, but as a little bro. I left my glass over there, but I'd like to raise my glass and wish you both a very happy life together. And Rachel, welcome to the constant problem of trying to get others to understand and spell the surname Tambanakis. Yamas everyone, yamas.
ζωή το στενό και πάω απ' άλλο τόπο. Έλα και πάω απ' άλλο τόπο. Και πάω απ' άλλο τόπο να μη σε βάλω αγάπη μου στις γλώσσες των ανθρώπων. Να μη σε βάλω αγάπη μου στις γλώσσες των ανθρώπων. 'τα μόνο με μπροστά από τις γειτόνους. Έλα, έλα, μπροστά από τις γειτόνους. Βάλε μιλιά στην πόρτα σου να χώνω με συγκλώνους.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? Good. Can you hear me? Great, we begin. I was just going to introduce myself as Anthony, but that's been done for me. Thank you. I'm Rachel's father, for those of you who don't know me. My chief job tonight is to embarrass Rachel, which I shall get onto, I promise. But first, I'd really like to thank you all very, very much indeed for being here tonight, for being part of our special day, and for travelling miles and miles in many cases. Some have, some haven't. Steph, Tom's father, and Jodie have come 300 metres. Awful lot of people have come from the UK, but I'd like to give a particular mention to Joan, Rachel's mother, and her husband Bobby, who've come from Georgia in the USA. It's great to see you here. Thank you very much for coming. It's a wonderful evening here. It's my second ever time to Macri Yalos. I cannot imagine a better setting for a wedding. It's just like Mamma Mia, with two exceptions. Rachel knows who her father is, and I am not going to sing any songs by ABBA. Maybe later. Now on to the important task of embarrassing Rachel. Rachel was born in November 1990 in Casablanca, Morocco. I was in the room next door at the time. I suddenly heard this crying. I rushed through. The nurse put this little bundle of joy into my arms. And as soon as I held her, she looked up at me and stopped crying. I hope I don't upset anyone here tonight by saying that ever since her first few seconds, she's been a daddy's girl. Rachel's first teacher discovered this quite quickly. In a class in reception year in her first primary school, the teacher played some music. It was from Addie Amos by Carl Jenkins. I'm sure you know it. And the teacher asked the class if anybody knew what language they were singing in. Rachel stuck up a hand right away. Yes, Rachel. Is Rachel age 4, maybe just 5? Rachel says, "It's not in any language, Mrs. Curtis. It's a gibberish invented by the composer." Very good, Rachel. How did you know that? Oh, my dad told me. It's wonderful. How did your dad know that? Mrs. Curtis, my dad knows everything. Rachel discovered fairly quickly this wasn't always true. A few years later, Rachel and Izzy were on holiday in the Middle East, and we were at a beach somewhere. It had one of those floating pontoons moored about 20 metres off the coast. I swam out to it. I was standing there and trying to get Rachel to come and join me. She's a very strong swimmer. Rachel was standing ankle deep and didn't want to come. So, yeah, why not? I don't like fish. Rachel, I'm your dad. You can trust me. I promise you faithfully, there are no fish in these waters. Just trust me. Okay, Dad. She walks out about 2 steps, and immediately the biggest fish I have ever seen in the Gulf swam right in front of her. She ran out screaming, and I don't think she's ever really trusted me again. Those of you who know Rachel will know that she can sometimes be a tiny bit strong-willed, determined, very, very keen to have her way and not somebody else's way in anything. Would you agree, Thomas? On one occasion, when Rachel was about 2, Joan, Rachel, and I were sitting around a pool. Rachel, of course, had armbands on, like all 2-year-olds do. And she hated armbands. She was always trying to take them off, and Joan and I spent most of the time saying, no, 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 keep them on. And she hated it. Finally, she had a massive temper tantrum, pulled off her armbands, threw them as far away as she could, ran into the deep end of the pool and jumped in. Naturally, she sank like a stone, 9 feet under. I pulled her out. So the sweet little girl turned into the wonderful young lady that we see here today. It would be remiss of me not to mention her teenage years. Those of you with daughters will know how horrible those years can be, and Rachel was no exception. She was truly horrible. There were many reasons for this, and quite a lot of which were actually not of her own making, so she could be excused a lot of it. I don't want to go into any more detail, it's not the right time, so come and see me later. All I do want to say is that Joan and I, Rachel's parents, are so happy to see where she is today. And if you'd asked us 10 or 15 years ago, do you think we would ever see this? We would have found it hard to believe. Rachel today, she's a graduate. She has a postgraduate certificate of education. She is doing she's currently in the middle of a master's in child psychotherapy. She has a wonderful job teaching at a school in Monmouth. She has her own house, cats. But best of all, today, she is marrying someone she clearly adores and who equally clearly adores her. 15 years ago, if you had somehow been able to put me and Joan into a time machine so we could see this night, we would have said, impossible, no way. But Rachel did make it, and it's a tremendous achievement to have got here. And Joan and I think I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of Joan and I, when I say we are incredibly happy, Rachel, we're incredibly proud of you. And we both apologise to you once again for all the times when our poor judgment has made your life harder. We're sorry. Rachel, very sensibly, never came to me for any advice on affairs of the heart. We never discussed boyfriends and relationships as she was growing up. In fact, in her teenage years, I don't think we discussed anything. I remember we were on holiday, Christmas 2010 in Thailand, and Rachel came running into my room, crying her eyes out. She explained that her boyfriend had just broken off with her. I said, well, I'm terribly sorry to hear that and that you're sad, but I can't really give you much advice because I didn't know you had a boyfriend. Then in early 2016, Rachel called me. I was living in Dubai. Rachel called me and said she'd just met a guy she really, really liked. His name was Tom, and he was from Wales. So I said, well, that's wonderful. Wonderful, I would love to meet him. Next time I was over, Rachel arranged it all. We met in her flat in Bath, where she was living. It was the occasion of the annual Six Nations rugby match between Wales and England. Always the big occasion, yes? And I met Tom. He was strangely quiet, very polite. He laughed at my jokes. Something odd there. And at the end of the match, he congratulated me very warmly on England's thumping victory against Wales. There you go. So, Rachel pointed out a little later how hard those words would have stuck in his throat. And he was really trying to make a good impression. And he did. I watched over the next few years as the relationship between them developed. I got to meet Kathy, Tom's mother, and Phil, married to Kathy. And we watched with great pride as things blossomed between Tom and Rachel. Finally, about a year ago, I was in Dubai again, and I got an email from Tom asking if he could Skype me the next day. This had never happened before. I had an inkling what it was about. The next day we Skyped, and Tom asked me how my job was going, and we talked about my job for about 10 minutes. Eventually got round to the point and asked for my permission to propose marriage to Rachel. I naturally expressed my grave disappointment that my daughter should be marrying a Welshman, and told Tom in no uncertain terms that I had much higher hopes. Tom knew I was joking, and I said, seriously, Tom, I'm absolutely delighted. That's fantastic news. Rachel will be so happy. And thank you very much for asking. Just one question. Oh, yes? Why did it take you so long? Well, I wanted to go out. I won't do the accent. I wanted to go out with Rachel for 3 years to be absolutely certain that this was the girl for me. That's wonderful, very, very sensible. But Tom, you've been going out with her for 5 years. Oh, have I? Yeah, I soon discovered maths wasn't Tom's strongest subject at school. And that's what brings us all today. On this table, Tom and Rachel have an army of parents, step-parents and in-laws. There's quite a lot of us here. I think we are all united in great happiness at seeing a marriage today between two people who are so well matched. You two bring the best out of each other. There's no question of that. I know that Rachel has become a much better person since knowing Tom. I understand that Tom has become a much better person since knowing Rachel. They really are perfect for each other. And it's tremendous to see. Your parents, step-parents, all assembled in a line on this table are absolutely calm. We have no doubt at this young couple sitting beside each other here today, grinning from ear to ear, setting out on their lives together, which we've all seen and witnessed, will, in 40, 50, 60 years' time, still be together, sitting together, just as happy, still holding hands, still smiling, just as much as they are today. We have absolutely no doubt about it. It's wonderful to see. So, on behalf of all the assembled army of parents, I would like to conclude by assuring Rachel and Tom that you have our very, very best wishes at heart. You have lots of love, you have total commitment from us, total support, and we are all happier than we could have believed possible. Congratulations and the very, very best of luck. So please, could you all stand, raise a glass, and join me in a toast to the bride and groom. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom. Thank you.
Okay, bear with me. Ευχαριστώ πολύ που ήρθατε. Ελπίζω να περάσουμε ένα όμορφο βράδυ. Good, yeah? Got it? Yeah. I'm just insulting you, Elliot, that's all. Here we are, finally. See, Andy, I told you I wasn't gay. I thought about keeping this speech to a minimum, but I quickly realised there were too many people to thank. So here we go, and enjoy the ride. Firstly, thank you to Maria and her family for allowing us to have the most perfect day at the most perfect venue, whilst also putting up with most of us for the past few days. I don't know if she can hear us. So yeah, give it up to Maria. And for dealing with Rachel's WhatsApps, emails, phone calls. Thank you to the catering company. Well, as you probably experienced it, it's pretty good, tasty. And managing to get down the road, which we all a bit worried about, but they've nailed it. And Jeanette, wherever Jeanette is, probably sleeping somewhere, I think. Our absolute hero. I'm not sure how we would have arranged anything close today without you. Your assistance being invaluable, and I'm sure at some points you were living inside Rachel's head, knew exactly what we wanted. We both truly appreciate your professionalism and determination to make sure we had the best day we dreamed of. So thank you for that, wherever Jeanette is. I don't know where she is. Organising something. To all our family and friends who have travelled here near and far, from people we've known our whole lives, to neighbours and more recent friends who have burst into our lives. We know it's a big ask for you lot, and that some of you have sacrificed a lot getting here, but I can't express how much we both appreciate you putting your lives aside and joining us on our special day. I mean, there could be a lot worse places to come for a wedding, I guess. On the age when I thought it might be nice to get married someday, I always visioned it being in Crete, surrounded by the ones I love and care for, So to have you here today is literally a dream come true. So raise a glass to yourselves. Family. As you can see by our table, we've got quite a few different families going on. A slightly bit more extended than most. So with 4 sets of parents to get through, this might take a while. Thank you to all our parents, A, for allowing us to be alive, and B, for all your hard work and support you've given us over our relationship, especially the past 2 years. We're so lucky that between us we have 4 sets of parents. Anthony, I made a bet with myself that I could guess at least 3 of your punchlines, and I was wrong. Sheepshagger, excretion, and in Somerset we say. And you kept them all out, so yeah, thank you for that. In all seriousness, I don't think I have enough words or time to express how thankful we are. Not just for today, but throughout our relationship. From me, thank you and the rest of the Forrester Bennett and Thorns for accepting me into your family. You've always welcomed me and kept the Welsh jokes to a minimum. So I appreciate that, thank you. Also, thank you for absolutely taking me by surprise on my stag. Those who don't know, we went to Bristol for my stag, and on the Saturday, the theme was 80s hair metal. So I was thinking, I wonder what Anthony's gonna wear. Maybe someone will get him a wig and a guitar, he'll just kind of go along with it. We had Axl Rose, a Motley Crue. So now I'm getting changed. Next thing is a knock on the door. So I said, oh, Anthony's outside. So open the door, and I thought I saw a ghost. Prince at my door, the one and only full Purple Rain. I think Anthony's going to give us a rendition of that later on. I'm still not quite convinced he understands what 80s hair metal is, but 10 out of 10 for effort. Joe and Bobby, who have literally travelled across the world to be here. We both don't see you as much as we like, but we're so glad you're by our side today. Joe, thank you for your random WhatsApp calls when I need some advice about Rachel, and I hope these continue into the future. My dad and Jodie, your help this week and the past years has been most welcomed. Dad, or Baba, thank you for turning up when you should and not smelling of oil and petrol. Jodie, thank you for making sure you turned up when you should and not smelling of oil and petrol. Thank you both for giving me a second home here and making sure I knew that growing up. Putting up with me every summer, even through my teens. I know it wasn't easiness at times. Dad, Baba, we share so many obvious traits and qualities, but if I've inherited half your work ethic and your willingness to help other people, then I'll be a happy man. Jodie and the Colemans, thank you for never making me feel like an outsider in your family and always including me. I know it's not hard, but you welcome Rachel into the fold from the off. Also, thank you for throwing one of the quickest engagement parties I think I've ever... I think it was proposed at the party around 20 minutes, something like that. Yeah, really impressive. My mum and Phil, I'm not sure you thought this day would ever come, to be honest, or that I would ever move out of the house, at least. I think Phil was very happy that day. But here we are. Thank you for always supporting me in whatever I wanted to do, attending my gigs, army parades, and whatever else I had on. Mum, thank you for bringing me up to be the person I am today. You've never judged my decisions, and I'm constantly encouraged me in everything I've done. I don't think we've ever fallen out, actually. 33 years. Phil, thank you for stepping up and sharing the father role over the past 20 odd years. Music, sport, and general things growing up, I probably didn't show it, but you've been more an influence on me and my life than you know, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I don't say this enough, but I love you all, and I'm so happy that we're all here together today. So raise your glasses to the parents, please. Right, we're on page 4, we're getting there. Right, bridal party. I didn't need to say that. That was for myself, just remember to say. Right, and now the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. I think seeing them, we're not going to get a better looking bridal party anywhere else. The bridesmaids, you all look beautiful. Izzy, thank you for being by Rachel's side today and for making sure she didn't get too stressed. Michelle and Leona, thank you for letting Idris and Tilly be part of our special day. Thank you for all throwing Rachel the best hen party. I could tell Rachel had a great time, as when she came home, she ordered herself a McDonald's and literally slept for 26 hours. She couldn't wake her up. Thought she was dead. A big shout out goes to Tara for taking the reins on the hen party and planning and making sure that Rachel had the best time. And for also having enough excitement for 100 guests in the lead up to today. Unfortunately, Tara and her fiance couldn't make it today due to circumstances completely out of their control. So I'd like to send our love to them both and wish Lewis the speediest of recoveries. Just raise a glass for Lewis. Gonna nail it. There is one other person that couldn't make it today. Someone who would have made an absolutely beautiful bridesmaid. That person is one of Rachel's best friends, Connor. He couldn't be here with us today as he's just started a new life in Australia. And I know it wasn't easy for him having to miss seeing Rachel on her happiest day. However, he has managed to sneak in a few words.
Well, how am I supposed to begin this? I've had a few attempts at doing this and there's been many F's and many Jeffs and I apologise. Actually, I don't need to be sorry because I've re-recorded it so you don't have to hear me swearing. The one and only Rachel Forrester Bennett. It was such a huge part of my life, Rachel, and you have been for some time. There's obviously no need to bore the audience with this timeline. You're an incredible friend who has always presented with a fierce loyalty, the most patience and some pretty great wisdom, despite years of us perhaps lacking some wisdom, but we've seemingly made it out okay. It doesn't feel like one of my best friends is getting married today. It feels like my sister's getting married. A very lucky sister who has had the privilege to meet and be loved by such a lovely, lovely man. It might be the accent, but I've always fancied him a little bit too. It's no lie that I have the heaviest heart not being able to join you and Tom today, but I know with great certainty that you'll celebrate and party on my behalf. To my best friend Rachel, with a beautiful soul and smile, you deserve every happiness life brings you. And huge congratulations to both you and Tom on this special day. Seeing you both so happy makes me so happy. Sending you all of my love, with a side but equal measure of love from Jess and Edith too. Love you.
Thank you, Connor, all the way from Australia. How do you know? How do you know that? To my groomsmen. Yeah. Page 5. To my groomsmen, my brothers Nicholas and Matthias, thank you for agreeing to wear a tie and shoes today. I know it wasn't easy for you. Huh? Whatever. It's the fact they wore it. Doesn't matter what tie it is. You do. You do look very smart, and also thank you for all your help running up and down the village the past couple of days, and Matthias for transporting the groomsmen this morning. In case anyone was worried, they could just hear beeping and the yellow vehicles racing through the. That was us, yeah. It's his yellow car, yeah. To my best man Lucas, you've absolutely nailed your best man duties today. From chasing people I was in the UK, getting me ready and being by my side today. Also for taking us all out last night. It started as a bit of we'll just take Tom out for a drink or two. We'll go to the harbour and then come back, and then 4 o'clock this morning, and I'm skinny dipping in the sea. Again, if you saw an extremely white arse on the beach, then it was me. It was a full moon again, yeah. I forgot what I have now. Yeah, still on page 5, yeah. You may have made, you may have made people slightly bit anxious about having a last-minute stag the night before my big day. But it was absolutely perfect. I know all the rest of the lads enjoyed it as well. I'm so happy that you accepted the role and saw it as an honour. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the man you are today and the man that you're becoming. You come a long way from shitting in the garden, rummaging through my suitcase every time I stay looking for sweets, and calling me every time you need your ass wiped. And that was just last week. It was true. Tom, I'm finished. Lucas just sat there. And sometimes I just pretend like I hadn't heard him, and he'd be there for about 10 minutes. Just have my music in or something. He'd just be waiting there. Wipe your own ass, come on. You're two, come on. Yeah, so thank you. I love you. Killian, my very own Got Wang, making sure I look my very best on my special day, and most of the time, I think. Thank you to you and Carmel for allowing Eden to be part of our special day. Looks extremely handsome. It means the world to us to have all three of you here. So thank you. Adam, we've probably seen each other naked more times than we like to admit, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Always there to cheer me on, whatever I'm doing, and quick to give me some solid advice. And I'm so glad you're here to cheer me on today. Always, forever the last man standing. And finally, to Simon, my oldest friend. Still here, and it's 9:25, so let's give him a cheer for that. Glad you're still here. He's flagging. Just wait for his speech and he'll be gone. That's what he's waiting for. I told you I'd bring him to Greece someday. I just didn't think it would take this long. From a toddler, feeding me poisonous berries, sending me on top of derelict garages to go get footballs, and allowing me to stay over your house with a wet towel and pillowcase to keep me warm, to being by my side today. You've been a constant friend over the last 30 years. You were the older brother I never had, introducing me to new music, teaching me how to play guitar, and sorting me out with too many jobs, I think. So thank you. You've all been amazing over the build-up, and especially this week. You're all my best men, and you're all my brothers. So toast to my groomsmen. Last page. I think that's it. Oh no. One more. Finally, easily the most important and beautiful person here. My now wife, Rachel. You look more beautiful today than I could ever imagined. And I'm so happy that I'm now able to call you my wife. I've never thought the girl who stalked me and Killian on Instagram 10 years ago and messaged me on Facebook with the line, "You're so good looking it hurts," will be sat with me here today. She did. While she had a boyfriend. Ooh. Saucy. It only took us, 6 years from then to actually meeting up. 3 years? Like Anthony said, my maths is not great. It took us a while to actually get together and meet each other after a couple of years of chatting on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, for me asking to stay over your house when I need somewhere with a band, and you turning me down. Is that Cigar, exactly. Slow. I told you I was going to write a song today, didn't I? Remember? No? I said I was going to write a song for you today. I forgot my guitar song. I'll have to do it later on, okay? I'm joking. That was supposed to be a joke, and you all went, oh. get her excited, and then that didn't go down very well. I thought, well, no, I've got a song. I'll dance for you later on. I'm better at dancing than I'm singing. I'm not very good at dancing. So. As Anthony said, Rachel's very strong-willed, and if she doesn't want to do something, most of the time she won't do it. It doesn't matter where, when, who she's with. If Rachel's not comfortable, then stop. As we mentioned earlier, in Portugal, went to see the castle, and we got halfway up. Rachel bought new shoes, and no, I don't want to go anymore. You want to go any further? I said, Rachel, we're halfway there. You've got to carry on. Nope, I'm just going to stay here. You can carry on, and then pick me up on the way back. I obviously couldn't let that happen, so I ended up taking my shoes off, my trainers, giving them to Rachel, and then wearing Rachel's size 7 Birkenstocks. Still made it, sort of the way. And then to the night that I proposed to Rachel, at a nice meal, I think some of you probably saw it on our website, a nice meal in Petra Bay. Rachel was none the wiser, and we went over to Splash and had a few cocktails in Splash, and then I thought, right, this is it. The ring was there, everything was perfect. Nicholas come down with a ring, top secret, gave it to Yorgo beyond the bar, and then just the final hurdle of getting Rachel down onto the beach. I got new shoes, I don't want to go on the beach, I don't get sand in my shoes. Let's just walk along the road. Shit. So I ran back in and spoke to you. I said, she doesn't want to walk on the beach, I got to think of another plan. So I got the ring. As I came out, Rachel had a second thought and thought, oh, okay, we will walk on the beach. She's trying to be romantic. And that's where it happened. I did give some romantic thing about penguins and stones, which I think turned the tide on that one, didn't it? The past 6.5 years have been the best of my life. It's safe to say I was a bit lost without you, but since you've been in my life, I've never been more focused or determined to succeed and build a future with you. You are everything to me. You're my best friend. You're my soulmate. I love you more and more each day. I'm so excited to see where the future takes us and the life that we build together. So, a toast to my beautiful wife, Rachel. And that's it, page 6, done. Thank you very much. See you on the dance floor later on and in the mirror booth. Thank you.
I know you've been waiting me for ages, because I'm normally in bed by now, so it's an anomaly that I'm still up, so thank you very much. Hi, are you okay? Can I just squeeze in by here? Can I just get Tom to stand up for me, please? Can you just stand behind your mum? I don't think they can see me, see? It didn't take me long to write Tom's speech. I wrote it on the boarding pass from Bristol to Crete. I ran out of pen. Sorry, Tom. Tom, you've had your speech. Can you just give me 2 minutes? But honestly, I won't be long. I know you've all had a lovely, 10-course, 12-course meal. It's been absolutely fantastic. So I do apologise if I ramble on. It is late, and I have had a couple of drinks. Normally I have a speech about 12 o'clock, so I am a little drunk, so my reading's going to struggle a little bit. First of all I want to do is compliment the bridesmaids. You all looked absolutely fantastic. Can I have a round of applause to the bridesmaids? And the groomsmen look absolutely dashing. So thank you, groomsmen, for being part of Tom's day. Rachel, you look 1 in a million. Tom, you look like you were 1 in a raffle. I will keep this short. I gotta keep it short. So I'm gonna keep it short. I'll keep it brief. So me and Tom go way back. We go like 30 years back. And all I did when I first met Tom, he spoke more Greek than English. So I do apologise because we bullied the fuck out of that.
He didn't speak any Greek after the first year I met him. Every time we wanted Tom to come out, it was always to go in goals, to go and get a ball from under a car, to go on a roof, to try these berries or this fruit that we don't know what it is. So he was our guinea pig. I am speechless that I'm doing a speech, that I bullied him that much. So I do apologise to everybody. Really sorry, Kath. I know you told me off a couple of times growing up. She is always fuming. She's like, Simon's got to talk, man. She is not very happy. You look beautiful though, Kath. You're welcome. That's it. Like I said, me and Tom go way back. I bullied him. I'm surprised I'm here. I feel like I saved his life at one point. Like about 1920, I bullied him that much. I thought Tom's gonna like ditch me to the curb and we're gonna go our separate ways. But Tom never used to want to shower after a football game. So anyone, can I just have a raise of hands? Whoever played netball, football, hockey? Yeah. After the game, you have a shower, you clean yourself up, you go for a beer. Tom used to go home, shower, come down. So like, well, Tom, why don't you shower with the lads? Stay out, have a good night. He said, I don't know. He said, just come and have a shower with the boys. We'll see the situation, as they say. So Tom turned up. I said, I won't laugh when you turn up in the showers with whatever situation you got. There's about 5 boys in the shower. They all turned to Tom when he turned up naked in the shower and went, what the fuck is that? It's like a space opera. He's penciled in on a space opera. So the space opera, sorry, I gotta explain it apparently because Tom doesn't know what it is still. The space opera, for the women, maybe some men get it, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's a big old bollock. That's fucking massive. It's huge. You could probably stand on this chair taller than me with that big old ball. Do you know what I mean? It's huge. So Tom thought it was normal. It's not normal, Elliot. Go and check yourself, man. You'll get a dream. So Tom was going out with a girl called Sarah at the time. So I said, and the other 4 boys who were speechless behind me, why didn't Sarah say anything about that old big old boy? Tom said, which I still think he was a virgin at the time, she likes it. I said, Tom, I don't know, man. I think she's not a keeper. She gotta go. So, yeah, that's probably the only story I got of Tom there. I didn't mention his penis. That's what I got told. Don't mention his penis, you'll be alright. So I didn't mention that. Next best thing, apparently, yeah. But yeah, I got a couple more stories. If you want to chat to me at the bar, I'll be posted up. It is literally nearly 10 o'clock. So, you want me to go for 5 more minutes? I can go for as long as you want me to go for. No. Yeah, Tom said, for the ones that didn't hear at the back row, which is where I'm sat down there with the guys up here. Thank you, my table. Tom said I normally go to bed early, I won't be here in 5 minutes, so, which is probably true, because I am tired. It's been a long day. It's been absolutely fantastic. There's so many pretty faces and pretty outfits and absolutely glamorous people that's travelled all over the world, so I just want to give yourself a massive round of applause. You're still out, you're still enjoying yourself, you're still happy, you're still healthy. Just absolutely fantastic effort. Just thank you very much. You're welcome, Ben. My roommate, Ben. I told him just to keep giving me like little lines and he's doing his job. Thank you. So I'll end it with just saying, I got loads of, it's easy to take the piss out of Tom because he just takes it. He doesn't mind, he'll run with it. Yeah, he's gone. But he's like the most caring person I've ever met in my life. He's the belle of the ball, as they say. He's always been my rock. I've always bullied him growing up, but I've always asked for his advice. I've always looked up to him, even though he's younger than me. I've always appreciated his opinion, and I've always run with his opinion. I've always asked for his support, I've asked for his advice, and I've taken his advice, because it's always good advice. So, like, I would love a friend like Tom. He is the best friend in the whole wide world. So thank you, Tom. Oh yeah, so the bollock is gone. And Sarah was a blow-up doll, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I think he's not a virgin anymore. I think Anthony didn't hear that one. Oh, I'll go with that one then. Tom said he's going to Bangor for a week. For the Welsh people, Bangor's a place. But Bangor's a place in Tom's bedroom, if you know what I mean. Sorry, mate. Don't push me off the chair. So all I want you to do is raise your glasses for Tom and Rachel. The wedding party, which is absolutely huge. You could have squeezed us on the end there, rather than down there. See the darkness down there, Claire? We're further than that. We're way down there. The rocks are blocking our view. That's why everyone's by there, Tom. So, I know one Greek word, Efgalisto. I don't say it in a Greek accent, but I try my best. I think Greek's really hard to learn, so I do apologise. So anyone who speaks Greek, thank you very much. You are better than me in languages. You're the man, you're the man, you're the woman, you're a lovely woman, you're the man, you're lovely people. Bob, on the end. I'm going to squeeze on here, sir. Are you still raising your glasses? Sorry. It's fucking late. It's so late. I can't wait to get it out, babe. Right, to a good night, happy feet. I want to see you on the dance floor. Yama Shakita. Cheers. Thank you very much. The mirror booth is now open. It's on the dance floor to your right.
Hello. I'd just like to let everyone know that's the first time I've ever seen Simon from below. And thank you very much, Simon, but you need to trim your nostrils.
The music can go when you're ready, lads. You crack on your class. I seen you last night. I want your album before you go.
Αφού το γιασεμί μου, αν δεν με καλό πολεμάς, το θέλω λίγο λίγο, το θέλω λίγο λίγο, το θέλω λίγο λίγο,
Του έρωτα τη μάχη.
dancing all together. If you don't know how to Greek dance, this is probably the easiest dance you've ever danced to. So please join us on the dance floor.
Μπροστά σου.
μοιάζουνε τα ρόδα με τα κρίνα. Τα ρόδα με τα κρίνα, να πάρεις Μερακλή, γιατί είσαι Μερακλίνα. Και πού να σε χαρίσω, και πού να σε χαρίσω, να σου πηγαίνει όμορφα, να μη σε χαραμίσω. Να μη σε χαραμίσω, ω Μερακλίνα μου καρδιά, και πού να σε χαρίσω. Μια μέρα σκοτεινή σαγκάλη.
Μπράβο σας.
κόρη.
Άμα θα δείτε κοπελιά χρυσολαγίνη να έχει, χίλια καλώς ορίσατε
Του έρωτα τη μάχη. Οι μισοί την εζυγώνουν, κάποιοι άλλοι τη σταυρώνουν, μα αυτοί που την έφαινε τιμημένουνε και κλαίνε. Έρωτα σκόρπα και δίνει, κι όπου βρει με το λαϊνί, συγερνά και κάνει χάζι και καθόλου δεν την νοιάζει.
Κι από τη Στία ως τα Χανιά, κι από τη Στία ως τα Χανιά η Κρήτη όμορφη είναι. Άιντες η Κρήτη όμορφη είναι, ποιος κλονός του βασιλικού βασιλικός δεν είναι. Κι από τη Στία ως τα Χανιά, κι από τη Στία ως τα Χανιά η Κρήτη όλη αξίζει. Άιντες η Κρήτη όλη αξίζει, κι ο κλόνο του βασιλικού κόβεις και δεν μυρίζει. Κρήτη μου όμορφο νησί, Κρήτη μου όμορφο νησί, Κρήτη μου δοξασμένη. Άιντες Κρήτη μου δοξασμένη, που ξέρει κάθε κριτικός να ζει μα και να ποθαίνει. Φέτος ονειρεύομαι μια βάρκα να σου φτιάξω και
τεινάξω, τον αέρα σου θα αλλάξω, τον αέρα σου θα αλλάξω, όχι στην πάρω και στεινάξω. Θα πάμε και στο ψάρεμα κάτω στου Ρολαντώνη κι όταν φρεσκάρει ο καιρός σας έχω στο τιμόνι και στην ψηλή την άμμο την κακαβιά θα κάνω, την κακαβιά θα κάνω και στην ψηλή την άμμο. Βόλτα στα νησιά το κέφι σου να κάνω, στη Μύκονο και στα Φερμιά να τρελαθείς στο μπάνιο. Τα βράδια δίχως άλλο θα σε χορεύω πάλι, θα σε χορεύω πάλι, όχ τα βράδια δίχως άλλο. Δεν είμαι από ψηλή γενιά κι από μεγάλο τζάκι, μα τη ζωή μου τη γλεντώ μικρό κοπελουδάκι. Να γλεντάς δεν είναι κρίμα και να παίζεις με το κύμα, και να παίζεις με το κύμα, να γλεντάς δεν είναι κρίμα. Για να με φέρει ο χρονισμός ξανά στα περασμένα. Ταρί, 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 στο γυαλό πετούν οι γλάροι, στο γυαλό πετούν οι γλάροι, να τα παίζαμε μακάρι. Άνοιξε το παραθυρό, η γειτονιά να πέσει. Η πουλιά κι ο χερινός μαζί σου για να πέσει. Ταρί, 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 στο γυαλό πετούν οι γλάροι, στο γυαλό πετούν οι γλάροι, να τα παίζαμε μακάρι. Ταρί, 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 στο γυαλό πετούν οι γλάροι, στο γυαλό πετούν οι γλάροι, να τα παίζαμε μακάρι.
It's just video.
Ορίστε.
Είναι μόνο βίντεο, εντάξει.
Α, βίντεο είναι.
Oh, Andy. They were looking at Andy.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Stand somewhere in the middle of the arc, please.
Middle of the arch.
No. We'll take 2 photos, okay?
Right.
So camera over here at the top again.
Right.
3, 2, 1. Right. Let's go for the second one. Do something different. And over here, please. Let's see what we got. Like that?
Oh! Yeah, it's cool.
Oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, girl, why those feet cold? We just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe. Waste time with a masterpiece, to waste time with a masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up on this, sweet, sweet baby. Oh, let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be good and you'll be Naomi. Oh, let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Hot damn, see you licking frozen from your own hands. Want another taste? I'm begging, yes, ma'am. I'm tired of all this candy on the dry land, dry land. Oh, waste time with a masterpiece, to waste time with a masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up on this, sweet, sweet baby. Oh, let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be good and you'll be Naomi. Oh, let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. So delicious. Talk to me.
Right, I think we've danced enough. Could Mr. Anthony come to the dance floor and have his father-daughter dance?
taking out of my soul, something I'll never lose, something somebody stole, somebody stole. I don't wanna walk you tonight, but I'm tired and I don't wanna walk you more. All the things that take the rest of my life until I find what it is I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, through the jungle of doubt, to the river so deep. I know I'm searching for something, something so undefined. It can only be seen by the eyes of the blind. In the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, through the desert of the truth, to the river so deep. We all into the ocean, we all stand in the streets. We're all carried along by the river of dreams, in the middle of the night.
Could we please empty the dance floor so we can see the first dance of Mr. and Mrs. Tabernacle?
The seeds of a pear tree, all the things we carry. Now we're down to our bare feet. May I have this dance to you? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me both your hands to you. Let me stand beside you. You're bound to inherit the sins of our parents and all the people we passed through. Now we're down to the last two. May I have this dance to you? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me both your
mother's eyes. You've got your grandmother's ring. You've got your daddy's discernment. Girl, you did your thing. Oh, give me one more. 1, 2, 1, 2, always on beat. You must have been born with 2 right feet. I know you've been looking for something concrete. You must have been born with 2 right feet. Said 1, 2, 1, 2, always on beat. I know you've been looking for something concrete. You must have been born with 2 right feet. You must have been born with 2 right feet. Said, I love you more than your mother, more than you love yourself.
May I have this dance? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give it one more chance, give it one more chance, give it one more. Let me stay and excite you. Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give it one more chance, give it one more chance, give it one more. Let me stay and excite you.
I've been wandering around the house all night, wondering what the hell to do. Yeah, I'm trying to concentrate, but all I can think of is you. Well, the phone don't ring 'cause my friends ain't home. I'm tired of being all alone. Got the TV on 'cause the radio's playing songs that remind me of you. Baby, when you're gone, I realize I'm in love. Days go on, and the nights just seem so long. Even food don't taste that good. Drink ain't doing what it should. Things just feel so wrong. Baby, when you're gone, yeah. I've been driving up and down these streets, trying to find somewhere to go. Yeah, I'm looking for a familiar face, but there's no one I know. This is torture, this is pain. It feels like I'm gonna go insane. I hope you're coming back real soon, 'cause I don't know what to do. Baby, when you're gone, I realize I'm in love. The days go on, and the nights just seem so long. Even food don't taste that good. Drink ain't doing what it should. Things just feel so wrong. Yeah, baby, when you're gone.
Open yo, I'm running through these hoes like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo, we party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on the rise to the top. No left time, and we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you shake that. Every day I'm shuffling.
Now give me that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Let me tell you what we gon' do. 2 plus 2, I'm gon' undress you. Then we gonna go 3 and 3, you gon' undress me. Then we gonna go 4 and 4, we gon' freak some more. But first, that's a boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel room. That's a boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel room. Baby, then we all to the room like room. Put them fingers in your mouth, open up your blouse and pull that G-string down south. Ooh, okay, shout it. One's company, two's a crowd, and three's a party. Your girl ain't with it, I got somebody. And by nature, she's naughty. Now give me that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Let me tell you what we gon' do. 2 plus 2, I'm gon' undress you. Then we gonna go 3 and 3, you gon' undress me. Then we gonna go 4 and 4, we gon' freak some more. But first, that's a boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel room. That's a boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel. We at the hotel, motel, holiday inn. 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 Jenny, oh yeah, oh Yummy, oh yeah, Rosling, oh yeah, Sulema, oh yeah,
Good night, feeling. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Go out and smash it, like oh my god. Jump out that sofa, let's get on.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, losing our control.
Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I'm feeling. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel
tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money.
hey,
Let's spin it up.
let's spin it up.
Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my god.
Like oh my god.
Jump out that sofa.
Come on.
Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town.
Paint the town.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it.
Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, 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 rock. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That
for the girls who taking over the world. Let me raise a glass for the college grads. 41 rollie to let you know what time it is. Check, you can't hold me. I work my 9 to 5, gotta cut my check. Just 'cause I do what I'm women getting it in. You want your pride. To all the men that respect what I do, please accept my shine. Do anything for me. Who run the world? Girls, girls. Who run the world? 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 Girls. Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run the world? Girls. 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 Who are we? What we run? The
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's leaving. When you fall, get up, oh, oh. And if you fall, get up, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa. 'Cause this is Africa. Tamina, mina, eh, eh. Waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa. Listen to patience, go on and feel, and this is your moment, no hesitation. Today's your day, feel it. You pave the way, believe it. If you get down, get up, oh, oh. When you get down, get up, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa. Tamina, mina, eh, eh. Waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina.
I see so on my journey, biggie, biggie mama from east to west. Party, waka, waka, my waka, waka, my Tell me this is Amazimu, yeah. 'Cause this is Africa.
This is your boy Quote, and my man Lucenzo, alongside Mr. Worldwide himself. And he grinding like a private dancer. Baby, go fast now, slow down, working like a part-time lover. Whining and spinning all the way around, shorty, let me see you get down. Pop a bottle, a couple more shots, sexy, let me see you go duro now. Throw it up in the air, shake it like you don't care. Sexy, turn it around, baby, do that duro. Let me see you get down, go ahead, work it out now. Oi, 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 do that duro.
Pelo largo, con las niñas hechas. Llegó el monstruo de la fiesta. Yo no quiero VIP ni la mesa. Yo me quedo en la barra con mi gente. En la lucha, siempre. ¿Cuántas mujeres él tiene? Como 20. Yo te hablo claro para que estemos más claros que el cloro. Que se quede con los diamantes y el oro. Que yo soy el lobo. One life, two worlds. English, Spanish. One night, two girls. English, Spanish.
Para essa é uma loucura, morena, vem a meu lado. Ninguém vai ficar parado. Quero ver mexer com tudo. Oi, 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 oi. É pra quebrar com duro, vamos dançar com duro. Oi, 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 oi. Seja morena, loira, vem balançar com duro. Oi, oi, oi.
Throw it up in the air, shake it like you don't care. Sexy, turn it around, baby, do that duro.
Oi, 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 oi. É pra quebrar com duro, vamos dançar com duro. Oi, 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 oi. Seja morena, loira, vem balançar com duro. Oi, oi, oi.
Come on, baby, and drop it. Scrub the floor and just mop it. Show these gangsters how you pop lock it. Don't care what you got in your pocket. I beat the way that you rockin' with that thing. Girl, stop it. Wanna just bang, bang, and pop it. While the club crowd are just watching. Work it out. Got a game of cash and it's going all on the ball. Now work it out. And it's going fast. Through. We making it 'cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Some fresh to death looking plush. Ladies can't get enough. Got my fitness on the cash and it's going all on the ball. And it's going fast cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law. It's your turn to grab it and I make this whole thing yours. Said our hustlers' work is never through. We making it cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Say
All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those would be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
God her daddy. Oh, she believes in him. She loves her daddy.
So I made up my mind, it must come to an end.
friends so quietly. We can keep what I knew. The beats in my heart is when I'm with you. But I still don't understand just how you really do. I know it's okay. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you page me right now. It's got me hoping you save me right now. Looking so crazy, your love got me looking so crazy, your love. Looking so crazy, your love.
Hands up, you got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You got a $10 bill, get your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, big noise. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, big noise. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. Yeah, baby, fat man, scoop, big feathers, sing along, come on. Yeah, turn up. Next thing I knew, you got up on me screaming.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
We got a bogey. I'm on the way.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess
I've created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of me mixes a rock that I jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. You waited this long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the rag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So come on and dip, come on your lips, jump back, jiggle a hip and wiggle a bit and get ready. Cause this is about to get heavy, I just settled all my lawsuits. You did it! Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. Little hellions, kids feeling rebellious, embarrassed, the parents still listen to Elvis. They start feeling like prisoners helpless, till someone comes along on a mission and yells, bitch! A visionary, vision is scary, can start a revolution, polluting the airwaves, a rebel. So just let me revel and bask in the fact that I got everyone kissing my ass and it's a disaster, such a catastrophe for you to see so damn much of my ass. You ask for me, well I'm back. Fix your minutes and I'm tuning in and then I'm gonna enter in and up under your skin like a splinter. The center of attention, back for the winner, I'm interesting. The best things in wrestling, investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Testing, attention please. Feel the tension, soon as just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. A tisk get a tasket, I go tit for tat with anybody who's like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty.
Cali round, can't tell you nothing because you don't have the gift to lie. The ladies want power with us, in the car with us. From the day my band tight, not my flame. Can I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on, let's get it on till I earn them on.
It's like to get that ring.
International 06. Every picture I take a pose.